E621 is a really well-known and recognizable site in furry fandom, but what I was surprised to learn when looking at some of the older posts is that it's like a time capsule for cursed memes and content that I have no explanation for. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video series. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So some of you may remember the meme that went around about Crystal can't enjoy her sandwich, but the sandwich apparently has no problem enjoying Crystal. And not in a good way. I don't know what gave rise to this particular meme, but this parody of it is definitely nightmarish. This may well be photographic evidence that former President George W. Bush is a furry, as he displays an unsettling amount of affection towards a Easter bunny wearing a purple dress on the patio of the White House. But former vice presidential hopeful and John McCain's running mate Sarah Palin, on the other hand, seems to have caused anger when she put some kind of a bounty out on wolves. I'm not sure of the exact context of this picture, but these outfits are terrifying. And maybe this is part of what they were protesting, as Sarah Palin apparently showed up at a furry convention with a weapon of war. This, of course, caused retaliation when John McCain, who also was at a furry convention, was apparently assassinated. And the assassin explains to an undercover cop who was in a fox fur suit how easy it was to do that because the fur suits provide complete anonymity, and then informs her that it could be days before you even knew someone's gender. Not many people realize that President Barack Obama frequently held meetings with woodland animals around picnic tables, just as I'm sure many others are not aware that President Donald Trump had a long-standing extramarital affair with one of the My Little Ponies. Speaking of world leaders, did you ever want to see a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II playing with the Nintendo Wii? Well, there you go, you're welcome. Did you know that 30% of the internet is devoted to pornography? Personally, I think that number sounds a little low. It's probably a lot higher, but either way, that other percentage that's being used on information, what a waste of space, don't you agree? And another fact, 100% of people are more likely to believe information if it's presented in the form of a statistic. Here, you can think that over while you have tea with this terrifying rabbit. I mean, his smile says everything, and none of it is good. This penguin certainly looks innocent, but as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. He stands accused of a serious allegation. It makes you wonder what he used to destroy them. Maybe his beak. It certainly looks pointy. This gives a whole new meaning to the term food porn. I'm not sure what the chef was trying to accomplish, but it doesn't look particularly appetizing. I wonder what kind of adventures you will find between the covers of the big book of lesbian horse stories, the first shocking printing. When these sapphic sisters saddle up, ecstasy is only a hoofbeat away. I don't think I like what's being implied here, and I think that they probably have a very awkward trip to the emergency room in their future. Has this ever happened to you? You're walking down a hallway in public, perhaps waiting for the elevator, and suddenly a stranger comes up behind you without even a how you doing and just slides right in? Well, if not, be warned, because it certainly could happen to you. A little known fact, the King of Pop and Sonic the Hedgehog were once friends, at least for a brief period of time. Unfortunately, the friendship dissolved when a fight broke out over Sonic's power glove that he would not share with MJ. There was also the side issue of who could do it faster.